Alright, Shalom. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem Rekar HaKadosh, double honors to the apostles of GMS, and sincere Shalom to the brothers out there pushing this truth and sincerity. And I want to pretty much get into this topic about, well, I haven't really thought of the correct name I want to go into, but it's basically about not being carnal, not being about the worldly shit, and cutting out the phoniness, because that's what you have. A lot of niggas that wakes up to this truth and want to be still niggas. They still want to do all the dumb shit and want to worry about the views when it has nothing to do with views, and it has everything to do about the elect, waking up the elect, telling the prophecies, but it has nothing to do about any of the worldly shit we gotta do, that we don't have to do, Salakia. And many guys are in this thing solely just for the popularity. Some shit kicks off, they want to redirect that shit towards you. Doing full well, they fully guilty of the shit they done. But then you got these guys that just want to come up and go against the teachers that taught them with no type of respect. I mean, it's one thing if you learn from your teachers and then you just couldn't get it, and then you just still kept it respectful in that manner. But you got niggas that out here that just want to say they've been in it for a couple of times, for a couple of weeks, a couple of months, maybe a year, 2 years, who knows, and then all of a sudden the apostles don't know shit what they talking about. No old guys, they don't know what they talking about. You niggas are the worst kind of niggas to be on the face of the earth. You had no respect for your elders, even in the spiritual truth. You have no respect for yourselves. You don't even have respect for your brothers. And then you have the nerve to call them brothers, knowing full well that you don't even see them as a brother. So that deems you there as a hypocrite. And the worst part of it is that you know it, but you're trying to find out every way around to make it seem like you're the righteous one, when you're nowhere near that. So I'm gonna get this one scripture right here. Actually, let's see. And I brought this up before, and it says, this is 1 John 4:20. It says, if a man say, I love Yahweh, and hateth his brother, he is a liar. See, and I said it in the previous video I did. If you're gonna sit here and say that you love Yahweh, but then call a brother that you don't even reference as a brother, just let me make that more clear. If you're gonna say you love Yahweh, and then you're gonna call this guy your brother, but yet you're out here doing some ass backwards shit behind his back, or just going out cussing him out, calling him a nigger, and so on and so forth, without a proper rebuke, you're just going out there just to slander his name. You really hated your brother. You're a full-on liar. One minute you're a brother, he's a brother. The next he's a nigga. The next he's a brother. The next he's a snake. Make up your mind. That's that woman shit. Women do that shit. They go behind your back every time of the day. They say, the bitches say she loves you. Next minute you're a lazy no good nigga. That's that women shit. At least men know how to make up their damn minds. At least we know how to. At least we know to discern or who's a nigga or who's not. So I'm gonna keep reading. For he that loveth not his brother whom he have seen, how can he love Yahweh whom he have not seen? See, these niggas get this word love mixed up like it's supposed to be a word that you're just supposed to accept, when it has nothing to do with that. Love is an action that that is, well, in action, done by action. Anybody can say they love somebody. You could go around saying I love Yahweh, Yahweh Shai. I love my brother. But hold on, you just said you love your brother, but then last week you just cussed him out. Then you just go behind another then you go to another brother and just talk shit on the brother that you just called a brother. So how the hell do you love him if you're talking shit behind his back? And that's a lot of no good niggas. But it's the fact that these people, these niggas, had no morals. They had no respect, no self-respect for themselves, and it's a all around fuck around. And that's how these guys don't last long in the truth. That's how they get kicked out, because they're hypocrites. At least a sincere brother that loves a brother will love him just as much as he loves Yahweh Shai, because that brother is this is a body, the body of Yahweh Shai. So we love that brother. We love that we love Yahweh Shai. Because like I said, everybody can say they love Yahweh Shai, but and don't even mean it. How do you know you love Yahweh Shai? Is when you know you love your brothers too. But if you over here hating your brother, so called your brother, then you're not loving Yahweh Shai. You ain't loving Yahweh Shai. So that's that hypocrisy right there. So, actually, better yet, I could get this scripture right here. Let me see. Okay, here it is. And it says, this is 2 Timothy 3:2. For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous. Well, before I go any further, it says, for men shall be lovers of their own selves. And how is that? Not just with lineups or claiming you have some form of respect towards yourself, but that's being worldly. But what I mean by that is, because if you hate your brother and only love yourself, you out here cursing, putting out rumors on a brother. You hey, go forward with it. You out here worrying about yourself, rather worrying about what the Most High can do to you for hating a brother, for going against the very men that taught you, out of calling them old niggas and shit. It's a lot of dropouts that's been doing that. You even got some that may be in Great Millstone that's going to eventually do it. So, well, more that may do it, because we already had quite a few, or a lot that dropped down doing some ass backward shit. So it's still the fact that these people, these niggas, are always lovers of themselves. They worry about who can get the next bitch, or that that bitch was looking at me, not y'all. So I gotta claim her. It's a bunch of folly that doesn't profit us nothing. And that's what I find so funny yet stupid about this whole situation, the entire situation in itself, is that the arguments and claiming that people going off be about the dumbest shit ever. It don't even be about anything relevant. It be about the dumbest shit ever. They, like what I just said. A bitch was the bitch waved at me. What does that have to do with anything? You just causing strife. Basically saying that you just going out here claiming any woman you see that think they're looking at you, or that some a milk scripture that somehow that you done choked on that could have been very simple for you, but yet you want to turn it around to being something completely wicked. So it doesn't profit you anything because it's like because at the end of the day you're supposed to be waking up the elect, but then here you are thinking it's really about cussing out Esau or the dumb shit. It's about views. Who said anything? What does views have to do with what's that important at hand? And that's a lot of Jake out here that's always concerned about that fame that they can never get, about some ass backward shit that doesn't even make sense to themselves. Like when I sit here and think about it, I don't even think they even comprehend what the hell's going on in their heads. I don't even think they comprehend what they're even doing. Because if anybody worried about views or these women, you gotta really question yourself. Who are you really here for? Or is this business for you, or is this some type of luxury for you to get a bitch that you couldn't even get in the world? You had to really question these things about these people. Like, well, if you was in here, and you know what we're about, you know what's going to happen. You understood what we was about, and then you just decide to say, nah, this ain't right, which is fine if you feel that ain't right for you. But then you come up with some ass backward shit that we don't even really care about, and now you're going back and forth with some folly shit, and that's a lot of these niggas really, because a lot of these niggas are raised by their mothers, they don't have no understanding, and they can't even get that point across a lot of times. And it says covetous, boasters, proud, and there's a lot of niggas. Niggas are proud boasters. They'll say this camp has got the true doctrine. This other camp has the true doctrine. Yet they don't go to half the shit that we going to. Or they'll say that, oh, it's all about me. You got niggas out there that's all about themselves. Probably deeming they're the next Yahweh Shah. Or thinking Yahweh Shah has only come to redeem them. And it says blasphemers. Well, I just pretty much went into that, thinking you thinking that you're something. That's blasphemy. We ain't nothing unto the Lord. But these niggas have the audacity to think that they could really be saved if they don't have order. If you don't have order in your camp, what are you out there for? You don't have no order. You have no structure. You're just out there to be out there. You're out there for the women, the views, and a whole bunch of folly shit. What about bringing out the prophecies? What about waking up the elect? If you're gonna brag about something, brag about that you might have brought in a man of the Lord. If that's the case, like brag about something like that. Not brag about views, not brag about women, but brag about that you may have possibly brought in an elect. That's what I'll be proud for, because hey, that's showing that I possibly could be doing the work of the Lord. And not many people think about it like that. It says disobedient to parents, whether that be the apostles, the elders, your own camp, the camp head, or even somebody that may have more wisdom than you in being on this earth more. A lot of you young niggas, even my age, I'm younger myself, but damn, not even I'm that stupid. You got a lot of younger guys that come into this truth, and I see it. It's just like, what the hell are you doing? What are you in this truth for? Why are you worried about a lot of media trying to see you if you're claiming to be about Yahweh Shem Shah. Why aren't you using some of that wisdom that's being given to you in the correct manner instead of using it and to benefit your selfish gains? Like niggas would take some form of wisdom and turn it into something completely negative, something that doesn't something that would not please the Lord. It says unthankful and unholy. These niggas can't be thankful for shit. Niggas don't have any, can never find nothing to be thankful for. Your brother helps you out with some money, maybe. Um, let's say you might have been low on rent, and next you know the nigga done turned his back. And he said, "Hey, you owe me more money." After the brother just gave you money to help you, and now you're being unthankful with that. Say, it's a whole bunch of shit that niggas do that needs to be brought up a lot of times because everybody's so worried about what Esau does. Esau is going to receive his fate. We already know that Esau is going to go into slavery. But you niggas are dumb. You always worried about going into Esau. Why? To oppress women and to get views. What would be the whole point of that if you're supposed to be out there waking up the elect? That's my question. You post a whole bunch of videos on cutting Esau, nigga woman gets chopped, and you place all these clickbaits on there, but none of it is edifying. All of it is a bunch of carnal shit. Which I got a scripture for that, which is Romans 8:6. For to be carnally minded is death. So, like I said, you all your videos, of course, we expect some confrontation, whether we like it or not. But at the same time, when you're just constantly all your videos just clickbaited with some type of confrontation, there's a problem there. You would expect some type of edifying video that might have actually impressed somebody on the street to probably be like, okay, I see what you're saying, and then try to get them to resonate. But no, niggas want to put up a bunch of clickbait confrontation and get views off of that. Well, if you're going to be a 2/3, go ahead and act it like it. But if you're trying to claim that you're all about Yahweh Shem Shah, you should know by now that this is not what this is about. Because you know Jake is all about confrontation. So where's the edification? Edification is supposed to be the biggest key in this truth, and there's none on the page of it. You may probably get one or two, but where's the rest of it? You got more confrontational videos than you do edifying. So there's always a peace of mind of that. Let's see. You know what? Let me get this scripture right here. This is Galatians 6:3. It says, "For if a man think himself to be something when he is nothing, he deceiveth himself." So I can. All right, let me reread that again. This is Galatians 6:3. For if a man think himself to be something when he is nothing, he deceiveth himself. See, it clearly says it right there. That's how when people get all puffed up about people, other people praising them about some shit, then they start to repetitively do it to the point they're expecting a confrontation. They're expecting to be the next big show again. When all along, when all that shit plummets, you start to find out you ain't shit. All them confrontations you done made, all them videos you done made about chopping Esau, a crackhead, or whatever, and then you had nothing. Then when all that shit crashes, you have nothing to benefit from. You might have already lost the camp. You only had a little bit of fruit. Which, if you have a little bit of fruit, then that's not anybody's fault. But at least if you was out there edifying people to bring in in a righteous spirit, then that would have been fine. But a lot of niggas don't do that. A lot of niggas is always so carnal. They want to get somebody else on the bandwagon to do the next carnal shit. Then so it's basically follow the leader. Which at this point, a lot of camps that falls off never really had leaders. Unless it was like Zabak or IUIC, but now you have all these random upstart camps with no type of order. At least I could give it to Nate and them that they have some order. Zabak, they have order. They've been doing it longer. They have that wisdom and knowledge and understanding. Well, at least not the full understanding, but they have some form of understanding that to know to run a camp you need order. It can't be just a free for all everybody that we just all joined up together for no fucking reason. And it says, "But let every man prove his own work, and then shall he have rejoiced in himself alone, and not in another." And see, that's the problem with these upstart camps. They worried about everybody else instead of doing the correct thing for themselves. It's always about, I gotta get the views, and I got big brothers, and then as soon as that brother goes off, he's a nigga automatically. And you should have been worried about what do I need to do to make myself right with Yahweh Shem Yahushua. But niggas don't do that. Niggas are the worst among themselves. That's why my famous line, Jeremiah 11:14, pray not for these people. And who are these people? That's not just only talking about niggas. It's niggas that proclaim that they know they're Israelites. And that's the worst part of it, when you know you're other chosen people and you're still a worse off nigga. You was better off just staying or not even knowing the truth. That's why a lot of you upstarts are going to be pretty much put down as it is. And it says here, actually, I will read it. It says, Jeremiah 11:14. Therefore, pray not thou for this people, neither lift up a cry or prayer for them, for I will not hear them in the time that they cry unto me for their trouble. So all this time you've been worried about views and women and no time for Yahweh Shai. When that time comes with Jacob's trouble, well, you can try to pray to Yahweh Shai all you want, but he's not going to listen. Why? Because you already done ignored him and focus all your time into these people. That's what's going to get destroyed anyways. And then you got niggas out here that claim that GMS be jealous because we don't get views. Well, I mean, that's the dumbest shit I ever heard, really, because we're not about views. Number one. Two, I could give two shits about views because I'm only worried about waking up the elect. If I only get one view, then that's fine. That's fine with me, because then there's somebody that was sincere enough to watch it. And that person that had that is that one view might be of the elect. Not 14,000 niggas that's low and grimy. That's not gonna get it. It's only there for the entertainment of you putting up slice and dice videos. See, that's what your niggas had the biggest problem at. It's always about the entertainment. Football wasn't good enough. Soccer wasn't good enough. Boxing wasn't good enough. Being Esau's slave wasn't good enough. Now you had to step it up to the next big thing of being in the Israelite entertainment. And that's what all this is to niggas nowadays. It's Israelite entertainment. But that's why when this place is shutting down, all that entertainment is going to cease. You we'll see how much your views how much your views and women go by then when YouTube is shut down. How you gonna get your views in? You see how them views work. What you gonna do after YouTube shut down? You just gonna hang up the YouTube career, the Israelite career of entertainment? But we'll see in that day. So with that, I just want to say shalom and death to Babylon.